Stream's acting funny, but should be live, hopefully. Tournament's about to start. Wonderful. Am I live? Hopefully I'm live. Looks like I am live. Broken. Okay. Yeah, playing in Battle Park today. I did another off-camera tournament with Regidrago. I don't know why I have like super good luck off-camera, but it happened again. Got another dub. So I figure I like have to get a solid tournament run on stream with this deck eventually. So we'll keep trying. We're up against a Zard deck the first round. One of our better matchups. There's no sort of switching card in this deck. So yeah, pretty good matchup. Pretty fine with this. You're against Zard, Robin. Are you still on a Sable Zard? Yeah. Let's do this. So yeah, and so we're doing this tournament today. I probably had close to 100 people, to be honest, and then we'll also periodically check up on how the Portland regionals are going. Some pretty interesting stuff going on there. Of course, everyone starts disrespecting Mew, saying Mew's a fake deck, Mew's not real. There's like 3 Mews at 8-1 last I looked. I think there's been a round since then. Giratina did incredibly well. Lost Piles are doing very bad. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Yeah. Some actually pretty good games on stream yesterday, I think. Like well, yeah, that game of Azul versus that Guardy that last round was a pretty cool. Net decked my LZ list with Tropius. Well, that's not my list. That's kind of a list that's just going around right now. Okay, so is my opponent even gonna check in here? That'd be so disappointing if we just get a round 1 no-show. But okay, they did just now check in. Wonderful. And there we are already. So yes, Arceus Regidrago run it back. Hopefully we dodged Tina. Like that, I was kind of hoping that since Tina was the play for the event, that people would like kind of yeah, Blaze gets on top of it. That's awesome. I'm so happy. That's awesome. Always cool to see one of you guys do well. Oh yeah, it'll be interesting to see like after rotation and with some of the new dragons how this deck fares. What's kind of cool about this sort of build of Arceus compared to some others is like unlike every other Arceus deck that like there's no more V Pokemon. Arceus like loses cool stuff to accelerate to, but like this thing like is always gonna be as good as the dragons and formats. So if there's some good dragons, it's gonna be a decent deck. I'm thinking Zard, but this I played a league yesterday and in 3 rounds I opened Drago all 3 rounds. It's a 30% chance to open Regidrago, and I literally had it in my opening hand every single time. So it's just like, dang it. Because this hand with an arc is wonderful. So hopefully we can top deck. I mean, we have the 4 arc, 4 Roma, 4 Ultra Balls, and even like 4 shoes. What? What are we doing? Huh? What? Okay, stay interesting online. I just do not know. Bro thought he could Luminous Sign if he opened it. Interesting. Like double ready? Was it a no-show? Like I've seen people battle VIP or Nest Ball for the fish to like get the Forest Seal synergy. Like I understand that, but to open it? Crab Machine Cooper. There was a Cloth on stream yesterday. I was pretty stoked to see that. Because I'm pretty sure I faced that person on a few online tournaments, and also they had been doing quite well with the Cloth. So I feel like Cloth like actually wasn't that bad of of a play. Got the donk, nice. Because like you take the favorite Nazar and Miraidon and Tina, like you're, wow, Forest Seal pass. I don't really want to research you. Not research. I don't want to Iono you, but like your hand sucks, so I will. Somehow my hand didn't get any better. What is happening? I don't know, because I feel like you forest for Arven, right? And get some dudes down. Whoa, did we prize our other Arc V-Star? I guess we are not announcing Trinity Nova this game. Or Trinity Charge. Trinity Nova, it's the same thing. Well, that makes me kind of sad. This game is very scuffed. Okay. Aroma, Flip and Tails. You'll love to see it. Let's just grab another one of those dudes. Grab the Regidrago V-Star. And then hopefully Celestial Roar down to Fire Energy. Yeah, this is big yikes. Don't. Okay. Not going to evolve. Hopefully. Okay, energy spinning. Let's go. Setting up for the Tina V-Star, of course, chat. The wrong energies, darn it. Yeah, what more can you ask for in Portland? I do not know. There's the Charmeleon. Okay. Did I Forest Seal for the Charmeleon? I'm kind of confused. It's an Ultra Ball. Honestly, bro, if they have supporter in hands. Okay. You want to play an Iono on me? Please? Pidgey headed down. Forest Seal for Charmeleon's the power play. I agree. I don't really know what's going on. Because they hadn't. Okay. Man, if I have anything, I'm just cooking them here, but unfortunately we don't have anything. And I keep milling the wrong energies. Yo, we might lose this game actually. Do I have, we're gonna need a Legacy Star back of Grass energy. Oh, cool. They bounce my, they can't kill us, I don't really care. Okay, fine. You gave me Legacy Star, thank you. I'm still very confused. I have a lot of questions, but it's okay. I get to play Pokemon. Kind of. Now we just, like, make them take a nap with, Altaria. They have 0 hands! We didn't make them take a nap with Altaria. And they just lose. What the heck? Why would you bin the Iono over the Defiance bands? I do not know, chat. This is one of the strangest opponents I've faced in a minute. Test the now this isn't just the Regidrago matchup, this is just Pokemon in general. Okay. Please mill a fire energy for me, deck. No fire energy. Research sounds good to me. We just don't have any bosses left. And something else like Ultra Ball away. I guess we could yeah, just something to Ultra Ball away. Let's just grab a Capturing Aroma. Sure. Yeah, this is interesting game. We'll grab Ditto actually. We throw down the Altaria. We still have all 3 fires in deck, just have not seen one yet. Okay. Back to the peak. There's finally fire energies, and then we draw all of them. Pretty dope. Don't really need Judge. I'm gonna end up decking myself out, so let's like kind of be careful. But I don't remember if the EXP share is in there or not, so I'm very paranoid that I'm going to... My mod's not flipping double heads. It's okay. It's not happening. Soothing lullaby. Good. I would have been so mad. I would have probably thrown something. Now they're stuck. This is good. Watch, they're gonna top deck Iono or something. Bro's just too good at this game. Bro knew that I could play down the entire hands. Oh my goodness, what the heck? This guy's just too good at Pokemon. We just cannot understand. That's just how good they are. Like, what you can play down your hand. You're just gonna top deck the best card in your deck. It's totally fine, chat. Like, I know, right? No, I can retreat and switch and do it. It's fine. That's why I saved the switch. I'm still killing this arc. They could have yeeted in with the Minior. Like, that could have been an interesting play. Ooh, but if I knock out with Lost Impact, this thing can, I get knocked... Jirachi hits the bench. They have one card in hand. Where the energies come from? Celestial Roar decided to mill all my grass energies. You and Robin are the same person. Okay. Double heads, fine with me. You can hit double heads, I don't care. More shoes. Shoes are scary though. Do I have any Ionos left to like throw cards back in? We have one. Okay. What are the odds that that's a good card in their hands? With this person, I have no clue. Like, that's what really, really frightens me. I have zero clue what's happening. Ah. I can win in... Okay, yeah. All of those cards. They're good cards. So I retreat and Lost Impact. Whatever. They just don't have it. They're gonna have it. I'm so terrified. Right? Because I'll also be doing 260. That's enough damage. What's even more terrifying is I don't know if I have an energy in deck to attack with this Regi. I could just be out of gas here. How am I gonna pull this off without decking out? I win in 4 turns. I have Iono to put more cards back in there. Alright, cool. Just it's better to be lucky than good. It's absolutely better to be lucky than good, chat. I win in 4 turns and have Iono to prolong the game. How am I doing today? I'm doing great. Pretty excited to see some of my friends do well in Portland who hadn't done or had just been very close to top cut, hadn't quite made it before. Some of them finally got there. Wait, what? Why wouldn't you quick search for the energy and knock? Nah, it's fine. I get this play. Double heads on the Sleeping Lullaby. I'll do my best, King. I cannot guarantee it, though. Goes for the Mander with no cards in hand. Sounds good. Sounds great. Now what's the attack? Rolling Iron so I can't get Blustery Winded. Alright, that works. Okay. So now they quick search for Iono and have to hope to rip Candy They lost into Candy, right? Yeah, so they only have two candies left. Traveling to a challenge, busted. Always a great day when there's some IRL Pokemon. Hisuian does not kill. Bro, what? 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 I'm coughing. This is... Okay. Bye. I mean, they're just gonna top deck Iono. We know this guy. Bro top decks the nuts, but it's... What is their vision? I have no clue. Maybe they thought Hisuian did 160 more damage or something. Or bro forgot I used roll promoting the Lumineon. What? What? Someone needs to like a what counter. How many times I've said what this game because I'm so confused. Okay. I don't know. I really do not know. And I don't know if I really want to know anyway. Well, that's one way to get started. And we'll never understand what bro was cooking. But it had to be fun. Whatever they were doing. Yeah, we definitely take those. But yeah. Sometimes you just don't understand. There are secrets in this world that we cannot understand. Who let him cook? That's a great question. All right, let's see what the meds look like today. No, who let Moon cook? 17 moons? Bruh, it's not even a good deck. Dang it. 4 Arc Dragos? So beautiful. How are my brethren doing? Hopefully wonderful. No, they're all losing. Bruh, did you switch up the list? No, you net decked in everything. You cut a shoe. Cut a shoe for a rope? That's pretty cringe. That is not an approved change to the busted list. There you go. Raihan? We're putting Raihan in here? What are we taking out? Let me see. I would take a Giacomo for a Raihan. That's like probably fine. I don't understand either. Like I mean it's like a fun deck, but yeah, it's really not that good. The deck is also good. Like it's a fine deck, but like if you're going to a tournament and trying to do well, I wouldn't play Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon literally loses to like most of the you lose to Charizard, Tina, Gardy, and like you're probably slightly favored in some Rhydon. Like, does Roaring Moon not lose to? I think you could say Miraidon it doesn't lose to. Urshi, Snorlax, Mew. Like, it beats a lot of fringe stuff, but in terms of like the high usage stuff in format, it doesn't do very well. Beats the BDIF? Oh, yeah. That's the most unfortunate part. I know everyone got it for free and it's fun and fast and not terribly high skill, but it's kind of funny. 50-50 versus Tina. I respectfully disagree. If I'm playing Tina, I would be happy facing Roaring Moon every single round. I feel like I could beat it every single time. Did I replace the Giacomo? No, it's still in there, but I don't know if it's really that good. Like, Mew's doing well in Portland, and there's a lot of Mew players in my local area, so I'm going to keep it in there. But if you're not afraid of Mew, you could take it out for, like, Earthen Vessel, 4th Research, 3rd Iono, 3rd Boss. Um, there are probably better cards, but I don't want to lose to Mew. Yeah. Tina should be beating Moon most of the time. How does Regidrago beat Charizard? I mean, you're just like they have to two-shot through your guys through the early game, and Altaria just steals a Charizard basically because they have I mean, it's a 75% chance to basically one-hit a Charizard. And then Judge Path is annoying. We have Goodra to stay durable. Like, it only really, like, if the Zard player draws, like, still has the nuts through Judge Path, can, like, boss a Drago turn 2, then things can fall apart. But, like, assuming you just set up, it's really hard for them to get through your chunkier guys, and you can, like, pseudo one-shot them, so... Yeah, Roaring Moon, like, beats up a lot of the fringe stuff, but, like, overall, it's really not that great of a deck. I mean, I say not that great, like, you could take it to a local event and do well with it. But, like, if you're going to, like, a regionals, and you're trying to do well, like, Roaring Moon would... You ask me, yo, Blitzle, should I play Moon for a regional? I would say, no way. I think Miraidon's like a better, fast, low skill deck than Roaring Moon. Because at least Miraidon has like better Tina, better Guardy. I mean, they both lose to Zard. Yeah. Yeah, Altaria's broken against Zard. So hopefully we just dodge most of the Moon. Cloth made today too. Cloth is not I would say Cloth is a better pick in this meta than Roaring Moon. Like I'm biased towards Cloth, but I still think it is a better deck than Roaring Moon, like in terms of like tournament play. Because at least Cloth beats some of the higher usage decks. Like at least I have I have a 50-50 to slightly favored Zard. I'm favored into Miraidon. I'm 50-50 into Tina Lost Box decks. Like at least I beat stuff. Will Dead go Toad Scroll? Yo, I'm gonna have to see that list. Bro, I've yet to find a list of Goldengo that like clicks and like show like people have success with it, but I feel like whenever I go up against Goldengo, I just like roll it, and like whenever I play it, I feels like garbage. So maybe there's a list out there that's just like good and works, but I've yet to find something that like actually feels good. How many people are there playing today? 118, pretty solid. Cloth is the people's champ. Like if I were to have gone to Portland, you beat Fuse Me with Sablezard, nice. If I were to have gone to Portland, like Cloth, like I was gonna play Cloth for San Antonio, but I think honestly Cloth was probably in a better spot because Guardy was an even like worse play seemingly for Portland. Yeah, Goldengo definitely improves post rotation. Couple Sable. I mean, that other tournament we did, like whatever that was, Thursday night, Sablezards were popping off. So like both 701s were Sablezard. You don't like Goldengo? Yeah, don't say that when you're like the #1 Goldengo fan in chat. That's dangerous. I've tried speaking Reason before, Sid. It doesn't work. Just Goldengo's the best second format. It's fine. Goldengo either has the nuts or has nothing. Like that deck is so hot or cold. It's kind of, yeah, it's like it feels almost more high rolly than C-Pal. They're both high roll decks though. How is that the truth, Robin? If we just look at it objectively on paper here, Roaring Moon, we lose to Zard, we lose to Tina, we lose to Guardy. So we are taking negative matchups into the top 3 decks. And like also we lose to Lost Box. Like we have a favorite Urshi. We're kind of we're okay into Mew and Miraidon. Okay, let's go flip over to Cloth. Cloth, we pretty even into Charizard. We beat Roaring Moon. Like, fine Tina. Gardevoir we just don't talk about. But like Miraidon's super favorable. And we both beat Snorlax. I mean, I think they're like not too far apart, but I would not put Cloth a tier below Roaring Moon. Like, Cloth has the better matchup spread on paper. Like, at least you have solid percentages into better into the most popular decks. Tina Syndrome. Bro, Goldengo wishes it had Abyss Seeking. Abyss Seeking's broken. Right now, Cope. I know you're a Cloth hater, Robin. It's fine. Ever since we tested Tina versus Cloth, you're a Cloth hater. I think the scoreboard now. Oh yeah, I was just so confused after that first round. I forgot. I was just so befuddled. Alright, cool. 2 matches left. We didn't have to ask. We always know that it's both Guardy bots playing. Yeah, like I was thinking about it the other day, but I was just like, what reason do you have? Like, if you're like seriously considering playing Roaring Moon for like a big tournament, like, aside from that, it's just I like this deck, it's my favorite. Like, let's throw that out the window. How could you tell yourself like I'm Roaring Moon's a good play? Like how would you sell someone on Roaring Moon? Bruh, those Japanese like best of one is kind of best of one is a little different because a super consistent deck can just inherently scam bad matchups because it's consistent. And also there's all sorts of other jank. Like, are you gonna tell me Arceus is a better deck than Cloth? Are you going to tell me? I mean, I don't know. Japan is just always wild, and I don't believe Pal Goldengo is a very real deck, and I do not believe Arceus is a very real deck, so. Serior PDIF. I don't know, like. Sure, it has that one finish, but like. I'm not a real deck, fine. Be that way. It just seems to like, aside from just like, oh, Moon has that big placement, second head of 3000. Sure, but why should I play it? Mulligan 6 times. Okay. Your deck is mid-cope, basically. Alright, I mean, like, okay, Palkia has 2 top 4s this format. Would you consider that a very good deck? Like, I just because you have, I mean, it has a couple resorts, like that's kind of fair, but I'm still gonna stand by that if you objectively look at its matchups, it just seems very underwhelming. Like, I don't remember like what the one at Gdansk or one of those, like I faced like a ton of Miraidons and Mews, so like so does like yeah, Palkia hit like anything can do. Not anything, but like Palkia faced 9 Miraidons and made top 4. Are we saying Palkia's a super good deck? I don't know. What's better, Roaring Moon or Palkia? That's a very good question. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna say like one result is a fluke, but like for all those people who hit like the for that one guy who hit the 9 Miraidons makes top 4 with Palkia, there's like however many other people who hit like 3 Zards and went like 1-3 drop or something. Yeah. Like if I don't know how you can play a deck this format. Like Charizard is probably 17, 18, close to 20% of the room in a big tournament. And I think if you want to do well, you can't just take the L to a fifth of the room, and then you also like stack on top of that like other 10% around to 10% decks. So you like might have like 40% of the room that's unfavored matchups for you. And then I don't want like yeah, you roll up to your regional, play Roaring Moon, and then you're like, oh, I got such bad luck. I hit all my bad matchups, but like you're playing a deck that's 40% bad matchups, so like it's statistically kind of likely that outcome happens. Like are we gonna say like Arc Gyarados was a good deck last format because it had a second place? Like I don't personally think it is. It had that one crazy finish. I know Moon has more than one crazy finish. The matchup, it's not an auto. I know it's not an auto loss, but like you have to gouge, and it's so much easier. Like the Charizard goes, I Iono to 4, Charmander, knock out your Moon. Then you have to boss, like best case scenario, you boss and gouge again, and then they go Charmander, knockout, Iono to 2. You have to load up another Moon and gust again. I do love Arceus Gyarados, but the deck was bad last format. Yeah, Sablezard's got a pretty cool matchup spread. We're not trashing Sablezard here. Moon just has like a hard time keeping up. Like, sure, if you can get like a Greninja play, if you can stick a capsule or something, it can work. But it's not reliable. You have to like, it's kind of like the Cloth versus Guardy gameplay. Not quite as bad, but like Cloth has to just draw the nuts off Ionos without the barrel, and that happens like one in like a couple times out of 10 games. Like kind of the same thing for Moon versus Zard. With Jirachi, Sablezard is not very good into Gardevoir. Moon Hands is the way. At least you're trying to beat your bad matchups. You're not just playing like Darkrai Moon and just being like, okay, I'll roll my good matchups, but then just scoop my bad matchups. Sablezard can beat Miraidon, but yeah, like both those matchups, it can win. It's not like ridiculously unfavored, but yeah, it's unfavored into both of those. But also both those decks are kind of declining those too, so are those bad matchups to take right now. Yeah, the Lost Box decks are struggling. Like aside from Lost Tina, like the Lost Piles, losing Clara will hurt for Sablezard. It's gonna be harder to loop those Charizards after Iono. Oh, are we gonna be playing Sablezard Barrel? Oh no. That might be the move, honestly. Yeah, Peony, the Peony build base, like, yeah, the Peony build hits turn on hands fairly often. Then if they just have it. Yeah, you can deal with it. You just kind of have to draw perfectly. You have to, like, if assuming you go first, you have to attach, retreat, a fire, turn 1. And with like 2 of those in the deck, it's kind of a high roll to get that. You know, then you also have to find, dang it, we're facing Tina. And it's not like super greedy Tina either. I mean, we're playing Ditto instead of a Nest Ball. That's kind of interesting. But I like beat both those Tinas in cut in that tournament I played Friday, but they were like the most, like the first player had no clue how to play Tina. Like was very did not know how his deck worked, basically. And the second one had the most like greedy Tina list I've seen in such a long time, playing 2 Nest Balls, playing third Super Rod, Shaman V, TM Devolution. There was a lot in that list. It was just like, how do you put that in there instead of Nest Balls? I was very confused. Needs Ditto in BO3. I like the Ditto more than just opening it. It's quite useful against Tina and Miraidon to have that single prizer on the bench. Because, like, Miraidon's going to try to rope and take 2 prizes on whatever you ended up loading up, or at least just go around that Arc V-Star initially. But if you can feed them the Ditto, like, that's horrible for their prize map. Because it does nothing. It just makes your Iono a better card. So it's not only 5th Arceus, but it's also escape rope protection. So you can keep your Drago safe. You can force him to get through 280 early instead of something easy on the bench. But Jirachi and our 1 prizer. I really just want to open Arc though. Like that's like someone was asking me yesterday, like, yo, if you're so afraid of Mew, why not cut the Giacomo for a tomb? But I just only want to ever open Arc. It's like sucks after like there's 1 in 10 games you'll prize the Switch. And it sucks at the start with the Switch. I'd rather grab like a Dragon to discard or a Path or a DTE or just a better card than that. So, and also like Jirachi doesn't really do too much for this deck because we don't really care about Lost Mine. Okay, opponent right there. So Tina's very tough. I was able to I went 4-0 against it that one tournament the other day. No, we're not loading up Ditto. We're just keeping it on the bench. Just so they play an escape rope, I give it to them. So they can't escape rope, take 2 prizes on a Regidrago that's on the bench. We're not loading up Ditto. Sometimes you can stash a DTE on it for a Giratina attack, because like they're not, like if they're going out of their way to not get your Ditto with an energy on it, like that's a dub. You just don't care. Cut 1 Gust is crazy. Well, I want as many good cards in my deck as possible, says the guy playing Giacomo, but you don't usually need 2 switches. Like with the Ditto, you open Arceus 70% of the time, so you're only gonna really need a switch 30% of the time, and you're only gonna prize it 1 in 10 games. So majority of the time, you're just like only 30% of the time you actually need the switch. So like having 2 is kind of unnecessary. Yeah, I know. Says the guy playing Giacomo. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. Dang, this hand's not great. Feels weird benching the Regidragos early like this, because then they just go rope. That's another card I have to find, but oh well. Gotta cook new Lugia. I don't know about that. I did kind of cook new Lugia a couple weeks back. We won a tournament with it. I don't think Lugia is horrible. Like it's a viable deck, but it's nothing that I would ever take to a big tournament. Like I thought taking it to League last weekend, like just have some fun, because I know a lot of my locals play Tina. But it's the Lugia. Yeah, this sucks. I didn't want it's probably correct to not bench the Dragos there, honestly. Yeah, I probably should not have benched those guys. Because at the very least next turn, I'm going Trinity Charge onto one of them. I don't know if it really moves the needle too much on Lugia. Because, like, Lugia's it makes the Giratina matchup insane. Like, you put V-Guard plus that energy, and Tina is basically scooping to that. But, like, you still have Jet, Gifts. Like, you still have a lot of good energies. It's more so that... Dang it, man. This is why Tina's gross. It's just more so your attackers you have at your disposal just aren't good enough to beat the meta anymore. Of course, we topic the Arc V. So if I don't bench the other Dragas, we're fine. Yeah, don't do that. I wasn't doing this on Friday when I won the tournament. Like, against Tina, I would not bench those Dragos. I don't know why I did it there. I mean, you could put third Arc in there. Bro, we're bodying them if I don't misplay. Sad, because their head sucks. Gave them 2 free Abyss Seekings. How about a third? Third Arc V-Star is like kind of a luxury card if I could fit it. That'd be awesome. But I don't usually have issues finding the Arc V Star, but it's like not a bad card to add. Oh yeah, I totally messed that up. Especially since Tina plays Path and you cannot find your Switch. My hand was bad. Like, if I had the Switch instantly in hand, it was fine to bench those two dudes. But I didn't. So it was very bad. I mean, yeah, you still have Luminous and stuff. It's just like the attack, like Lugia was good because its attackers beat most of the meta, and that's just not the case anymore. And like Mist Energy doesn't unlock any new attackers. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if it's like ever worth the space, honestly. But it's something new, I guess. Let's just start pressing Celestial Roar. I'm tilted now. I'm gonna mill my Switch. Oh, cool. See your shoes. It's fine. I didn't want any of those cards anyway. Yes. I would have benched them both then, because I'm not afraid of Escape Rope. Luckily, my opponent's being kind of silly, so... now there's like still probably zero way we can come back. If they have boss, we just... Wait, they're playing 2 boss? Didn't they lost someone? They're just playing 2 boss. Rip. I mean, I would at least would have taken 2 prizes and I could be in this game, but I should not have benched those Dragos. That was a very bad play. That was very dumb. And now they just like kind of have us checkmated already. Because we gave them 2 free Abyss Seekings. And we've not seen a single supporter card. Probably should attach to the arc. Oh well, I'm just very tilted. I played that very badly. There we go. That's more like it. Mill all the supporters. At least we saw some good cards this game. That was bad. That was very bad. Like some team always start cutting down to like 1 rope, so it's like fine because like not gonna find their rope turn. But this person's playing 2, so and then they find the other one. Sure. Can we ever deck them out? Like throwing Ditto in the active spot, forcing them to lost it. Yeah. They still have enough energies though. I've used like Celestial Roar like 4 times today. It's very bad. I've seen like 1 supporter card in deck sucks. But if so we could look at this game and be like, oh man, I got so unlucky, I low rolled, I didn't see a supporter, I'm so unlucky, I hate this game. But like I misplayed, so I could have actually played Pokemon, drawn some good cards off the prizes had I not messed up. So stop blaming luck. Get better. Dang it. Yeah. Because I would have thinned out all the energy. I would have had so many more good top decks. And I would have seen 2 prizes. So we would have been okay. But like, in a matchup like Miraidon, that plays Europe, yeah, we have to bench the Dragos early. Because otherwise they're just going to get knocked out when we actually load them up. But against Tina, like we don't really care if they find their 1 Iono turn 1. And they're not playing Chorus. They're not really doing anything significant. Like we always can just find them later, but yeah, it made 0 sense to drop them. It's not like being slow to evolve them really matters too much, because like they're hitting 280, so they're knocking out the V or the V Star. I think it's only fine if we have the Switch already in hands or the Turo already in hands, because also we like have to assume that we're gonna get pathed. And not be able to Starbirth. Yeah, that was very poorly played. It's okay. Arc Drago with 2-2 the first round? Nice. Now I hope that just being at 1-1 doesn't put me in bracket of all these cringe roaring moons. I love how the deck like works seamlessly off. I guess. Yeah, well, I can't really complain about that though. Like the deck works so much better off camera, it seems like, than it does on camera, but it's just funny. Alright. I'm very sad. Hey, I was right. I was right above Zid and Robin on the table. So I want to look at Poke stats and see what's doing well in Portland. Is this deck gonna be good push rotation without Path? Hold up. So I wanted to pull up. Let me see. Oh, my chat just like randomly froze. Okay. Pokemon's overrated. I don't know if the deck probably has to adjust some. It's probably gonna be at only as good as the dragon attackers that it has. Okay. I see PAL at 811. I don't know what this person is playing, but like there's a lot of quite a few Mews near the top is kind of surprising. Cloth at 8-2 for all my Cloth haters. I don't know. Pokestop, you don't really want to discard energies. I don't think you play Pokestop. Yeah, lots of Tina, couple Guardies, couple Mews. We have Claw, we have Roaring Moon. Interesting mix. What is the moon faced? Has Dodge Zard the whole day. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. And I don't know if those two others are... Is that Block? Is that Cloth? But dang, yeah, Roaring Moon, I guess... How bad is Roaring Moon when you just don't face any Zards? I don't know, I don't usually have too big of an issue with getting dragons down. Like honestly, like Pokestop's probably more risk than what it's worth, because like if you mill 1 or 2 energies, it's like hard to load up all of your attackers. Like you basically have just enough energies to make things work, and if some are prized, some get discarded early, things get sketchy. So like Pokestop, you probably have to thicken up the energy count then. But also like a lot of this deck's strength is Judge Path, just being disruptive, and you lose that without Path. So not sure that this, like, it doesn't really lose too, like, quantity wise doesn't lose too many cards, like really only Path and Duraludon. Duraludon is sort of a big one. Probably can find some sort of replacement. It sort of sucks that like a lot of the better dragon types are like the ancient stuff that's coming out are basics. This sucks to open those because then you like can't get them into the discard pile if you're only playing one of them. Like you can't play like a Collapse Stadium in a deck like this. So yeah, it's like Regidrago is always gonna be as good as the dragons that it has, and like if the meta's right for it, like stuff like Noivern and Goodra and Altaria, like the more disruptive stuff, like that's what beats the format, then sure, Drago will probably be a decent deck. But like Arc Drago had these toys last set, but I feel like it just now the meta's right for it, and who really knows what the meta is gonna look like, whatever, 3-4 months from now when we finally get rotation. I guess it's not that long, it's like 2 or 3 months, but yeah, it's with like an anti-meta deck like this, it's really tough to judge if it's gonna be good or not. 1-1 gang. Yeah, Guardian playing 2 worker and a pad, you're just like, well, I can go Path Drago, but you're gonna find your stuff. Like now Guardian's playing like 1 worker or one lost vacuum. Usually not playing PAL pad, rarely playing both. So you're fine. But yeah, like some of those like double worker pad lists last round, you are not beating. Charizard played Switch's last format, right? Now it doesn't, so Altaria can scam them a lot better. And also just like we didn't have Turo last format, so you couldn't pick up all your stuff against Miraidon and start spamming Noivern. I mean, I hope it's still good. Azul's running a Switch. Honestly, I don't hate that in Zard. Like I know that there's people like putting Articuno in Lost Box, Articuno in Palkia, Snorlax. I don't think one Switch is beating Snorlax for you, honestly. But yeah, and I know Grant Shen was playing the Devo, so I don't know if he's playing the same list as Azul. But they did have the devolution technology in there. With one Switch against Zard, I think the matchup still favored. Just becomes a lot more difficult. Like if they draw hot, you draw hot and flip well. I mean, I guess they still have to get through Judge Path, and it's hard to find that Switch when you have to like Arven for. I guess you can Arven for vacuum quick switch for the Switch. Yeah, it's fine. There was like I think finals against one. In this tournament here, where I'm pretty sure this guy played a Switch, right? Yeah, played an escape rope. Like when I'm hitting you with Judge Path, Altaria, there's just so much you have to find. And if I've only taken 2 prizes, you can't even like go like Switch belt knock me out, right? Like you have to. You just come back and punch me again. So then if you spent the rope to do that, I get to put your second Charizard to sleep, so I think it's still fine. It gets a little closer though. Rope is like, I guess if they're playing rope, it's kind of awkward because they can knock out like a Regidrago on the bench before you can evolve it. If they're like Switch, I think it's like probably still okay. I think it's funny to see Mew doing so well because like I feel like everybody was kind of trashing Mew going into Portland, like kind of myself included, to be honest. I think I said on stream that I thought Mew was a pretty bad play. But hey, Mew always seems to do well when nobody expects it. And I guess if the masses were on Tina, then yeah, Mew's gonna do pretty well into that. Like unless the Tina's playing too, Judge Path can sometimes scam a Charizard. Hey, I love how the European says that Mew is us Americans disrespect Mew when Mew literally wins every European regional because you guys just don't know in Spiritomb, I guess. Never doubt Mew. Yeah, it's funny. Mew's just like that, just that deck. I feel like there's kind of always one or like usually one of those decks in formats at one given time where it's just like everyone knows it exists, everybody knows it's good, but like people just don't care, and it just ends up winning. I guess like Block is like in a similar mold, but like. It's kind of funny. Wanted to win everything. Yeah. When was the last time you won in an American tournament? Hold up. You're gonna dump on us Americans. When was the last time you won? It's been a long time. Hold up. Yeah, it's been a minute since. Was it when Stavina won? Like way back. That was like several months ago. Was it? Yeah, Hartford. Yeah, I think so. When was that? That was like 8 months ago. Bro's trashing me for trashing my trashing my country for disrespecting Mew. Plus the glasses build of Lost Zone. Iron Hands is tough for Sablezard. Oh yeah, I know we know Mew always wins in Europe. That's not a surprise. But let's talk about America, where we actually respect Mew. Because what was funny, like what was it like? Fresno after that. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Where there was one tournament recently where Mew did super well and then it got bodied. Dang it. Was it? Ooh, was it Sacramento? Like, yeah, Mew did total trash. I remember, but it didn't like win the weekend before in Peoria. It just did kind of decent. Mew's a funny deck. You give yourself up to the stars and stripes. We won, chat. Spite Ops? Man, Spite Ops at a 2-0 would be quite something. Yeah. We Americans let a Charizard win. We don't let that Mew. You're gonna send something funny? Oh dear. I don't know if this is a bait or not, but I'm still gonna look. All the haters are picking up Mew. Well, probably a lot. Yeah, probably a lot of the opinion of Mew sucks is kind of like like what like one top player / streamer says it sucks, and then like everyone says it sucks. But like I thought Mew was a pretty poorly positioned deck for Portland. But I mean I personally, after playing a decent bit of this RV Mew matchup, I like Mew is definitely not favored, or even I feel like 50-50 is kind of cope for the Mew player. But hey, I guess let's see. Like these Mew players here, have they faced too many Zards? I mean, bro's beat the one Zard that he faced. Faced the three Tinas. That's pretty good. Faced a couple blocks. That's what you like to see. Yeah, for the most part, they've dodged Zard, so that kind of helps. Actually, losing to Miraidon and Cena, that's kind of funny. I'm assuming that these other decks are Snorlax. Generally, like more favored for Mew. But yeah, turns out, yeah, just dodge Charizard. Am I talking about rotation? Sort of. Oh, Zid, you're a legend. I don't really think too much farther ahead to the rotation. I kind of have to now that I make content. I feel like anytime anyone comes into the comments and is just like, yo, Blitz, what do you think about X deck post rotation? I'm just kind of like, well, let's just wait. Like, I don't know. I guess just I'm someone who's like I'm not tied to any one archetype or class of deck. I have the resources to play whatever deck I want, so I'm not like super stressed out about whether deck what like my deck or whatever it's gonna be good. I think about Mew VMAX post rotation. I think it will be very good. It will not lose a single game next format. I totally understand it though. Like if you're a Guardy main, like that's the only deck you own, only deck you play, and it's like you're going into rotation. Like it's pretty uncertain stuff whether your deck's gonna be good. But I guess I'm actually not one to get too stressed or worried about it. Especially when like these new sets, like of the new blocks, like before rotation, they always have staple cards that shape the format. So it's really hard to get a firm opinion when, like, a week ago we were saying Guardy sucks. It has no ball surge post rotation. And we got that Buddy Poffin card. Now like everyone's like, oh yeah, Guardy's great. Zard's great. Seems solid, Robin. Just play Luxray, quad Luxray. Judge path grabber. Hope it sticks. No, it's not. There's no path. Dang it. Yeah, tough. Reprint Silent Lab. I have a question. I was thinking about this today, chat. Why does everyone hate Reset Stamp? Because I was thinking, like, yo, like, Reset Stamp as an A-Spec seems kind of cool. But, like, I've, like, seen multiple people say, like, Reset Stamp sucks. Like, it's a toxic card. And it's like an interesting card for deck building. Like, when it was not an A-Spec. Like, yeah, control decks were way too good. But is that a problem with Reset Stamp or the control cards? Like, Stamp is not a card that helps you set up and is only good on very specific turns. So it's not just something, like, you can't just play 4 copies. Like, then your deck is a Pio. It's not gonna work. But it is a very powerful card. I get that. I'm not gonna just be like, Stamp is like, the power of Stamp is underrated. No, like, no, Stamp is a very powerful card. I just, like, I don't like get the hate. I mean, I guess, like, some of its existence was, like, without very good gusting cards, so, like, you couldn't go, like, boss Stamp and take out their draw engine and put them down to 2 cards. The new Rabska. Yeah, I did. It's pretty interesting. Like, I like stage 1. So, like, yeah, cards like that have cool abilities. It's Regidrago. You beat that. Why are you complaining? You win that. They're playing SM4 on TCG1. I'm gonna give TCG1 a try sometime. After the Uncommon Energy Pod where they're talking about TCG1, I didn't know that it was automated. And there was a tournament yesterday that was Ruby Sapphire to Power Keepers. And, like, first place got like $50. So I was like, dang, I got, like, if I wasn't going to locals yesterday, it would have, like, I could spend a few hours learning a format if I could win $50. Like, Tord was playing in it, Jason Kozinski was playing it. It would have been a pretty cool tournament. But I don't know how to do TCG1, and I don't know the format at all, so. But it's something that's, like, kind of cool. I've been playing for a while, but not that long. If it were like X and Y format or something, oh yeah, we're chilling. My opponent has not checked in yet. I'd be very sad if we get a no-show. Like, we beat Zard anyway. I'm not concerned about not winning this game. I just would prefer to play Pokemon. You're thankful. Alright, so I wasn't sure what the, okay, good, they did check in. I wasn't sure with the all caps message if you were raging or you were happy or what the heck was going on. Emotion doesn't convey too well over text. Yeah, this is our just playing no switch. They're playing the Azul list, it looks like. Well, not quite. They're playing Double Forest. I mean, they got some cards, like a lot of the cards the same, but there's 2 Forest Seal Stones. Only 1 counter catch. It's fairly similar. Okay, we gotta delete some friends, it looks like. There we are. Okay, let's run it. Let's draw better than we did last time. Does a new Rabska block TM Devo? I believe it would. Because doesn't it say prevent all effects of attacks? TM Devolution is an effect of an attack. So kind of like Toad Scroll EX. It's, how about that? Would it, I'm pretty sure it would, right? Like, because TM Devolution isn't an effect. Like, I know one of my locals faced like like back when Charizard was playing Toedscruel, was playing Rapid Strike, and was able to devolve their, like, couldn't devolve when they had Toedscruel and all their energies down. And Rabsca reads the same, right? Like that, like your Pokemon with like parental effects done to your Pokemon. So dang, I couldn't draw a supporter to save my life last time, and now we just open with every single supporter card in my deck. Okay, thank you, deck. I kind of don't need going double arc here, so I can Starbirth and Trinity Charge next turn. Because, like, yeah. Because Jirachi blocks damage counters, right? It's not effects. I was like trying to think, like, wait, Jirachi doesn't block Devo, but it says damage counters, not effects attacks. So, yes, it would block TM's evolution. It's an interesting card. Like, is it worth the 1/1 line in your deck, or worth the effort evolving something that isn't an attacker or a draw engine? I mean, time will tell, but it's a cool card. I like when effects like that exist. It just creates more depth to deck building. And it's like not like overpowered either. It's not like, oh crap, you got Rabsca down, I just like lose. Like, that card's so broken. It's just interesting. We're gonna see a Call for Family come down. Has no counterattacks anymore. Okay, they didn't play a supporter, so part of me doesn't want to judge them, but also I don't want to Iono them. I don't want to play research, so let's like judge it is. Oof, that's very bad. That is extremely bad. Oh, gross, man. What the heck? Ew. I only really want to put the one energy down too, so I have plenty of energies to swing, load up 2 Regidragos. Rough. Hopefully I judge them right into a Iono and we get our hand reset. That's the one thing about playing Judge, and you have a massive deck. You have a lot of bad cards you can draw, and you don't get to see too many of them. I still have 4 Ultra Balls, 4 Aromas. Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, just putting a random 1/1 line isn't gonna be... Isn't... Yeah, isn't... But yeah, if it's like a Rabsca, yeah, exit like Drew card. Like, Rabsca's kind of like a cool Pokemon in the games though, right? So maybe there's some way he gets like a cool ability that's, or Ditto Prism, yeah, because like the Machoke, like back in Guardians Rising, like really only saw play because of Ditto Prism. Yeah, that's a cool effect, but I don't like only getting one Pokemon back, and you're like, here, I'm gonna put this cool stage 2 onto my bench, just don't gust it. And then they just gust it. Like, Lugia just looks at Rabsca and is like, I can get down to stage 2's resistant ability, and you gotta spend 2 turns doing the same thing I do. Alright, retreats back into the Charmander. So they Ultra Balled for the pit. Okay, I was gonna say, like, they Ultra Balled out cards for the Pidgeots. I'd be kind of surprised if they didn't have some sort of play lined up. But they did get rid of a Lost Vacuum. If they were able to jam that path, they would have made their hands a lot more awkward. Because that's just like 2 cards that they have to just burn. Can I get an Ultra Ball at the top? Arc V-Star. I would accept a Research, Iono, a Judge. Burning Darkness. Path. What do we do with this? Huh. I don't really want to path, because then, like, I lose so many top decks. But also, I don't want to take a knockout. I also don't really want to attach these energies either, but thinning the deck is good. I'm gonna hold out one more turn. We have 10, 12. We have like close to 20 good top decks. I'm not getting knocked out. I can't control the ads. Like well, yeah, there's a setting that you put and I have it set at like the middle setting, like balanced ads. I'm not just like spamming them in here. So I don't get to control whether you get 30-second unskippables. Sucks that happens, but I'm not even trying to make it unpleasant viewing experience. So they pocketed a card and go for the Burning Darkness. Come on, deck. Ugh. I have an Ultra Ball prized. Well, no, I can't do all this. I'm goofy. Yeah. I'm goofy. I was like, oh yeah, we power edge, but then we can't attack next turn. I should have probably accelerated one. I don't even know what I'm doing with this. All right, we're abandoning ship. We are going full thin mode. One Drago carries. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have spent the boss. I'm just kind of panicking. Run ads insert power. I could press the button. But I'm not. Very frustrating when I have games like this. This deck is so silly because I play it off camera and I win a whole tournament, and I play it on camera, and then this happens, and that never happens when I played it off camera. Or I might have some clunky draws / hands, but like I'd be able to, like, it wouldn't be like 4 turns in a row top decking not good cards. I would eventually draw out of it. I don't know. I just don't. Bruh. Gouging on your crayon. Well, I've like drew pat or drawn into nothing for like 5 turns in a row. So if I could please top deck an Arc V-Star or an Ultra Ball right now, I'd really appreciate that game. I could maybe work my way back here. Like, we go Nova for the knockouts. But dang, I have like half of my deck is good cards. Stuff that could potentially help me here. All right. Come on, deck. Like, what am I? So frustrating. I can't even do anything with this. We just lose. It's just like I know crap like this happens. Like it's just the frustrating part is like how I want to get like a good games on camera because I got so many questions about like how to play this deck. Like, yo, can you play this deck? And I just like draw it so well off camera, and I do this, and it's just like the experience isn't very consistent. It's kind of annoying. But also, I am I'm statistically likely to draw a good card there. I probably should have gotten for like Trinity Charge for like 3 energies onto another one earlier. But I still had 3 Ultra Balls, 3 Aromas, 4 Shoes, and like 8 supporters in deck, and my 2 Arc V-Stars. So I have top decking energy, other dragon, path. Yeah, so like we like nearly 10 consecutive because the Judge 4, then like drawing like 4 or 5 turns without finding anything good. That sucks because that matchup is super good, and just like that we can't win anything. That's why you don't throw winnable games like round 2. Otherwise, because then you at least have one of those games when you brick, you can still win or still do fine in the tournament. How did I hard brick? I don't know. Even my opponent doesn't know. I have no clue, buddy. I just did. I drew I drew 9 cards in a row that were not good. That's so hard I bricked. Dang it, that's so sad. The only person we beat was that Charizard who played like they were on something. But yeah, very winnable matchup and winnable situation if we don't throw that. So it's like that first time I played it, things went very well. Then I played it another time, things went well. Then like the other 1, 2, now 3 times I played it on camera, things have just been very cringe, and it's super annoying. Like I won 2 tournaments off camera, but I just can't get it to flow right, and I don't know why. I mean, this was not the tournament for it because of Roaring Moon and stuff. I might actually redact this tonight. I'll probably run it back tonight. Like short stream, work on a video this afternoon, run back redacted because we can't win anything here, and I still want to get like some quality games with this deck. But yeah, we're not gonna be getting quality games at 1 and 2. So I guess yeah, it didn't last too long this one, but I'll be back in approximately 6 hours. Trying again. Very sad, very tragic. Well, yeah. Best of luck to all of you who are still playing in the tournaments. It feels so cringe to like not stream for just like an hour, but I'll have another one later. It's fine. Yeah, not breaking later. I've decided already. We're not breaking. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out. I'm gonna try to get this guide video made this week. It's gonna like it takes more work than what one of my regular videos would make, and I've been kind of lazy making videos lately anyway, so this has got to not be lazy. Yeah, appreciate y'all for hanging out. I'll be back later this evening. Join the Discord link below, and I will see you later.